Good evening, my friend. Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday night, time for WDW Radio Live. If you are watching live, thank you for being here. Sit back, relax, invite a friend. If you're watching on the replay, please don't forget to join us every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right here in our community, which is really now more than ever. It is family. It has been a week. It has been a week, and we're going to get into that a lot tonight. I think we have a lot to talk about in terms of what has happened, what is happening, what is to come, what the very unsure future may hold. I sort of called this Missing Disney because I think we kind of are. Whether you live behind the castle or you live, thousands of miles away, whether you went to the parks all the time, or you didn't get to go as often as you would like, or for some of us who are locals, maybe as often as we should have. This is a very unsettling, very sad time. There is a sense of sadness, and I know, I'm going through menopause, so I'm an emotional wreck to begin with, but really, it's something that I think that we're all seeing and feeling, and I'm so happy that we have this this forum, this outlet, because I want to hear from you. I want to talk to you. I want to help you. I think this is maybe a little cathartic for me as well. If you listened to this week's show where we talked about the Flower and Garden Festival, I will give you a little bit of spoiler alert. I do go into detail at the very beginning about the struggle that I had about releasing that show. And to those of you who have reached out to me when the show dropped very, very late last night, which is part of the reason why it was delayed, via Messenger, Mary, if you're watching, I saw you in person today. You literally brought me to tears inside the store, and as I left to get in my car because of what you said, and I appreciate that. And maybe you or somebody up there sort of knew that I needed to hear that today, because I did I struggled with doubt about recording the show and releasing the show, but she made me feel like not only was the right thing, but maybe it was something that would help us all through this very, man, to say it's uncharted waters is an understatement. Lon Smart, man, I haven't seen you in a long. I saw you pop in even without my glasses on. Hope to see you again soon, brother. Steve Schussler says this is the Twilight Zone. Steve, to say it's the Twilight Zone is very much an understatement. I'm sure for all of you there, at the boathouse and in Disney Springs, and everybody who is associated with Walt Disney World or is a cast member, I know this has been hard. Steve, we had actually, my friends and I had planned on coming in this week for one last hurrah at the boathouse, and I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to do it, but I promise we will be there as soon as you guys are ready to have us back and open up. And I'm sure it was a hard decision, and it was an easy decision. And I know for business owners and small business owners and entrepreneurs, we're all sort of trying to navigate this in our own individual ways, but collectively as well. So I want to hear from you guys tonight. I really want to hear from you in terms of how this has affected you, whether it's something as simple and difficult as canceling a trip or having to leave from here, the inability to go. Like, again, I live here. I've lived here for 11 years, and it's not like I went every day or every week, but it was this comfort that it was there. It was a security blanket, and it was a place of safety and comfort. And when that is taken away for appropriate reasons, obviously, it still is very, very sad. And so this tonight is really for you. I want to hear from you. I know you don't want to maybe, hear from me, but I want to hear from you and Steve Schussler. And I know I'm not sure if I saw Chef Bob come in. I saw on Facebook tonight. I wish I had a screen grab of it, of you guys not just donating food but making food for those people in the Central Florida area that really need it. And I appreciate and applaud all of you guys. I know for me, I am making a concerted effort to try and help support the local small mom and pop shop businesses that are here and are suffering because of the economic effect. There's some things that I'm going to do for some local businesses to try and not only help them out now, but when things come back to some semblance of normal, which we don't know when that is going to be, I want to try and introduce some of you to maybe go outside, not just your comfort zone, but maybe outside the bubble and go visit some of the local businesses that really help support all of us who live in the area. I see people talking about Becky Mankin from Mouse Fan Travel. I know the travel agency is travel industry has been hit incredibly hard by this. Becky, I applaud you and your team. I know that you guys have really done a great deal of outreach to the community, not just to help them with plans that you have made with them and for them, but anybody that has needed help in terms of travel difficulties, canceling flight arrangements, just questions or concerns that you may have. I know the team at Mouse Fan Travel literally is on call to help you, whether you booked or not with them. They really are sort of putting business as usual on hold in an effort just to reach out to you as a community. So I appreciate and applaud you for that. And yeah, Jim Ewer, you're right. Everybody should be using Mouse Fan Travel. They should have been using it anyway, but certainly when this is over, I hope that people reach out to you. So it looks like Jeff says, my 2-year-old saw this on my phone and points out and said, cow. He calls everything cow. I think that's bad. Appreciate what you do. Thank you so much. And I appreciate all of the kind words from everybody. Carlos Eduardo Silva from, chat's going to say so fast. From PontoOrlando.com, really helping to serve the Brazilian market for Ponto Orlando and Ponto Miami. Is it quiet? Are people staying home? I was at the grocery store at 6:30 a.m. yesterday, and it was the opposite of quiet. But I did go out for a little while today just because I needed to go to the UPS store. Like I needed to just, life still has to go on to a certain degree. And while it seems that there are definitely less people out on the road, there's also a difference. There's less people, and the energy is just different. I don't know how else to describe it. And you know what? In hindsight, when I was at places like Social Media Marketing World, and I said something feels different, and I'm really feeling it now here, not just in Walt Disney World, but even in the surrounding areas. And I know I've talked to a lot of my friends who sort of feel the same way. So Father Christopher Manning says it's unbelievable. Schools are online, travel disrupted, public mass is suspended. So Father Christopher, I talked to Father George today, and we were just sort of having a conversation because I understand that, the clergy is getting hit in their own way because you are now, you are sort of a beacon of light and hope on a weekly basis for people that cannot reach you. We as parishioners cannot reach you, and you are serving Mass alone. And I found out today that my church is suspended not only all Mass services, but you can't receive communion and you can't do confession. I mean, there's a lot of things, and I don't know why. That too sort of hit me in a very profound way. My son is supposed to be receive his confirmation this year. That has been put on hold. Confirmations, graduations, proms, all these things. I don't need to say it. I mean, you guys all get it. Kelsey Hardy says she's so disoriented. I'm disoriented every day. I'm really disoriented. Now, Christy Brown says, from 1/3 of the Sanderson sisters watching on the lives has helped me not to be so sad. We appreciate all you do. Listen, this is as much for me as it is for you. And especially tonight, I really wanted it to be a place where we can all get together and we can talk and have a place to share thoughts and feelings that we're having about something that is so foreign to everyone, I'm sure if you listen to the show or saw online that I'm going to do something. Obviously, I need to do something different this month in terms of the meet of the month, and we're going to do a virtual. We're going to do a virtual meet of the month at the end of the month. Obviously, nobody can go to Disney. So we're going to sort of do it online, where it's not just going to be me on camera. It's going to be all of us firing up our webcams, getting together virtually. It is the epitome of social distancing, but being able to really sort of talk as if we were in the same room together. So a little bit different than this, because other than a single caller or me having to read chats, you guys can get it. So just go to the events page and you can find out more how to participate. So Sean says was at Disney Springs and its closing hours. It was busy, not happy. It was hard seeing that way. It's still lingering. Yeah, Sean, there's been this curiosity that I have to almost go to a resort or drive through property again. But when I did it on Monday, it was sad. I posted some videos of empty streets and, buses staged and empty parking lots in front of Magic Kingdom. And I have this sort of hole in my heart, for lack of a better word. And I know I'm overly weepy and sappy and sentimental and all those things, and that's fine. I'm cool with it. It's who I am, but it's sad, and that's why I wanted to put the show out this week, as I will do every single week, because I want it to be something that you can look forward to, that is something you're happy to look forward to. Same thing with the live shows tonight. And that's why I really want to take your calls. You can talk about anything at all, how this maybe is affecting you, your thoughts, your questions. I will try and answer best that I can. Only sharing information that I know is to be public. There's a lot of rumor and speculation going on. I do not want to feed into that. I do not want to be a person that feeds into rumors, and certainly not fear. Instead, I want to feed into hope and happiness and looking forward to what is to come. So things are scary enough as they are. I want this instead to be just the opposite. So why don't we do this? Why don't we start taking some calls, obviously being respectful of the fact that there are other people trying to call in as well too, but I want to try and take as many as I possibly can tonight. So there's the number, 407-413-WDW1, and I will fire that up now. Let's see. Okay, hang on 1 second. All right. So yeah, if everybody wants to call in, I am happy to chat about anything that you like. Jeffrey asked, are the beaches still open? The beaches are open, although I assume by tomorrow they're going to be closed. Hey, this is Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, Lou. It's Tacey from Canada. How are you?
Tacey calling all the way from Canada. Long time friend. It is so good to hear from you.
Oh, it's perfect for you to bring us together this way. I don't know if you saw my question go by earlier, but have you considered re-releasing your audio tours so we could feel like we're at the park?
They are still, look at you setting me up for an easy plug, but they are still available both on the site and via iTunes. If for some reason they're not available in Canada, reach out to me privately and I'll make sure you get a copy.
Perfect.
But thank you for that
so much, and thank you for keeping us together as a community. It's so important now.
Oh, thank you. I when I say that I appreciate you, you know that I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Absolutely. Well, good luck. I'll let others talk to you, and know that we're thinking about you up here.
All right. Take care. Eat all the poutine for me. Not all the poutine. Eat most of the poutine and then save some for me.
All right. Bye for now.
Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hi, Lou.
Hi, who's this?
This is Linda Lammers
Linda,
from Franklin,
I thought
Wisconsin.
it was you. How are you?
Yes. Oh, I'm hanging in there. I had to cancel my trip to visit my daughter and son-in-law up in Canada. I was supposed to be going in 2 weeks, and so that's off, so I don't get to see my little grandson except on FaceTime.
I would say, we have the blessing of the tech. Look, even for something like this and FaceTime, having the blessing of the technology.
I know, but she's a high school teacher, and they're going through the same thing up there as we are down here, and no school. But as of today, the teachers still were having to report, but she brought most of her stuff home in the hopes that she'll be able to work from home.
Yeah.
She's a high school math teacher, but it's crazy. I just hope they're supposed to come visit in July, and I'm just hoping that by then they'll be able to come. So otherwise, my next trip to see them is in October. So hopefully by October I can be up there. But
I know. Listen, I feel it. I may have alluded to this last week. My mom is in the hospital. She is not doing very well at all. And we went there the other day and found out. The other day they told us only one person can go at a time. So I had to sit outside while while Deanna went in. We found out the next day that we can't go at all. That's the way
it is here too. But I know
the feeling of isolation and loneliness that they have. I literally thought, can I drive up and go to her window and knock? But it's just not configured in a way to do that. So when it starts, I get it, Linda, when it starts to hit you in those kind of ways and not being able to, it's one thing to not be able to go to Disney World. It's something else not being able to see your family.
Right. And plus here in Wisconsin, it's still we're not having winter weather, but it's been cold and damp and rainy, so I can't even go off walk.
Yeah.
And I'm trying, in the neighborhood, and I'm trying to, not go, I haven't been anywhere since Sunday, I think it was.
This too shall pass. This too shall pass.
Yes, it will. And just thank you for all you do, Lou. And again, shout out to Becky and all her agents for what they're probably going through. And can't wait. I'm glad I've got all the memories of. Keep looking at my pictures.
I keep looking at my waistline. I too have the memories of New Orleans. So.
Yeah, yes. Okay, well, you take care. Give my best to your family too.
You
Love
too,
you guys.
Linda. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, it's these are crazy times. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
Say hello. I can't do it.
We'll try that one again. Let's see. Oops, coming in fast and furious. Oh my gosh! Wait, come on, Skype, one at a time. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hi, Lou.
Hi, who's this?
This is Christina from New Hampshire.
Hey, Christina, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? I'm very excited that I got through.
I am as well. I appreciate you calling.
So I apologize if I'm repeating anything that anybody has said already because I'm watching the show on my phone, which I'm calling on. So I just wanted to say that I think it's really important during this time that we all focus on the positives that are coming out of this. Because it's either laugh or cry, and you got to focus on the positive things. So my sister-in-law and I were on a run today, trying to get outside and get in the sunshine, and we were noticing as we were going by, so many more people are out walking with their kids, and they're out waving to their neighbors. I know that my neighborhood was a lot more busy with people walking about, and obviously we're keeping our distance. And we noticed a father playing with his kids in the driveway at 4:00 in the afternoon. So how many of those people are able to do those things on a normal basis? So finding those moments of positivity.
I agree with you. Ashley says small silver linings. People are talking about new appreciation for things. I said on this week's show too, on a macro level, you're right. We're now spending more real quality, like meaningful time with our family. We're going out for walks. We are having conversations about things of importance on a grander scale. Because I'll always try and choose the good. I hope, and maybe we're even starting to see that this is something that unites us. There's so much that divides us, right? There's so much that people focus on that's all about our overall differences. And I used to joke around, saying half jokingly, that what we really need is an alien invasion. We need a common enemy to unite us. Corona is the alien invasion, and I'm making light of it, but I'm hoping that may be one of the other effects, is that people start to be genuinely and generally just kinder to each other. If people singing from their balconies in Italy is any indicator, I hope that sort of sense of community starts to bleed out as a result of this.
Yeah, and so many museums are putting out virtual tours, and libraries are extending their online, and so many resources and companies that normally charge for their online services are waiving those. And I think that those are the things that we need to look to in all of this, so that we see how we come together as humans. And scientists from all over the world are collaborating on one thing to try and solve this situation. So we're all going to come together and find that humans overall are good at heart.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this will pass. This will pass. So thank you for
excellent.
Thank you for listening and for calling in and being part of our community and family. I really do appreciate it.
Excellent. And I look forward to the virtual meet. I'm very excited because I can't always get down there as much as I'd like, so I can definitely get to a virtual meet.
Oh, good. I'm looking forward to seeing you then.
All right. See you all then,
care.
guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, this sorry, so fast. I'm just gonna grab one real quick. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, this is Chuck Lionberger. It's the Dizzy Daddy. Hello,
Chuck Lionberger. A blast from the past, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well. I had mentioned this in the chat, but I really felt compelled. I needed to call in to give a tremendous shout out to Becky Mankin and her office staff at MEI and Mousefan Travel. I'm very proud to be an MEI and Mousefan Travel agent, and you guys have no idea what Becky and her staff are doing to support us. I think she has physically found a way to work 8 days a week and 28 hours a day. So I wanted to give just a tremendous shout out to Becky, to Susanna, to everybody there, to Annette, everybody at MEI Mousefan Travel, the staff who are supporting us, who are working with you, the clients, moving vacations, having to cancel if we have to cancel, but coming up with options and really helping us to help the clients. And so, I really wanted to give Becky just a tremendous shout out.
Well, I appreciate. I'm not even going to joke around and minimize what you're saying because I do agree. So they're doing an amazing job, the entire team. So I appreciate you calling in and saying that, brother.
Absolutely, and don't worry, we'll all be back. And as they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And so when we get to return to this place that we love, it's going to be even sweeter.
I agree, brother.
All right, take care, my friend.
All right, man. Take care, buddy.
See ya. Bye.
Long time. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Well, hello there, Lou Mongello and my family of Box people. It's Beatrice Dennis. How are you all?
Oh, Beatrice, you are a bright light in a port in a storm. It's so good to hear from you.
Can I tell you, I have been looking forward to this all day. I have really needed to just focus on, our Box family and her people and all the people that have had trips coming up that have rescheduled and all of this chaos. I mean, this is like a bright spot in our world. I mean, whether you live behind the castle or whether you don't, like our world is different and it's not okay. And I want it to be back to normal soon, like as soon as possible.
I know we've never experienced anything like this before. Yes, 9/11, and I don't want to say, look, I was in the New York, New Jersey area, and I want to say that it was localized to there, but it did. It was different than this, where it's a global pandemic. And then it's one thing to see it happening overseas. It's one thing to see it happening in another part of the country. It's something else when it happens here and it's happening to you, and all of a sudden this place that we love and that is always been such a safe, comforting place of escapism has to close for an indeterminate period of time. And then we're hearing of cases in our area, and we can't do the things that we took for granted, like going to restaurants and seeing our friends. Like, there is this sort of, there's beyond the social distancing, there is just sort of this, I want to hug you, but maybe we shouldn't, happening.
Right?
And you know me, I'm a hugger, so this is killing me, Small.
Oh my God.
So,
tell me about it.
when this is all over,
like,
you all better get ready, because I'm bringing the hugs like something fierce.
Bring it on. Like, this is crazy. I mean, I walk the dog through the neighborhood, and the neighbor is like, stay safe from, COVID. Like, it's, I mean, we all keep our distances, and we're just, like, the neighborhood is just trying to stay strong together. And it's just everything about it. So many friends that want to travel here. And my new job, this has been my training of, like, now I work at Disney, and I'm still going to work. And the phone lines are crazy, and people are wanting to get here or, exchange their trips. And, their family from England can't come in the country right now. I mean, it's just, my heart breaks for people who just want to see their family. And, some of my very close friends that can't. And it just, like, I just adore everyone, and I just want our world back to normal. So
look,
I'm glad that you're here.
Oh, thank you. Listen, when this happened, and forgive me for repeating myself, but when this happened on Thursday and we were in the parks, it felt like a punch in the gut. And that's why I stopped recording and I went live. And I think it was almost more for myself as it was for everybody else. And then at Saturday with the college program cast members. And then Sunday, a few of us went to Magic Kingdom. And a friend of mine was there with her. I said I wasn't going to cry tonight. But my friend was there with her daughter who had just gotten into the college program. And look, every call, I don't care where you are on the spectrum of what your role is. If you're backstage, on stage, if you're custodial or friends with the princess, and that's what this person was, this girl was inconsolable. And my heart breaks for these kids. My heart breaks for these kids who are on the college program or are being sent home and can never do this again. My heart breaks for the kids who have been waiting and doing their countdowns for 500 days and can't go. My heart breaks for the mom that has to tell her kids, we can't go, or we just got here and we have to go home. Like, it affects them 1,000 times more than it even affects you and I. And we live here, right? Because it's so truly devastating. And I think that's why I'm so sad. I'm not sad for me. I'm sad for everybody else that this is having an impact on. And it's not over. We're going to see it impacting, other cast members. We've seen it impact the entertainment acts. We've seen it. We're probably going to see it impact construction workers who are down here working on things like Ratatouille. Those people have families. They moved here to work here. Like, it's devastating. It's devastating. And I take it to heart for all those people.
Right. Every single person, every single family, whether they're here and working and trying to survive, or whether it's a family that wants to come here. And, like, I know my dear travel agent friends are hearing it too. Like, crying kids in the background because mom's on the phone canceling their Disney vacation. And, like, seriously, this is a big deal that they've had their countdowns going. I mean, I'm an adult and I'd be crying. Like, I get it. Like, I totally understand it. I mean, the positive spin is that they can postpone and be here later. You know, some of my friends are coming in September versus April. It's safer to plan for that. But, you know, it's heart-wrenching when you're counting on that day. And what if this is your only trip? What if you're not one of the people who can come here every year or 2 or 5? What if this is your lifelong trip? Right. I mean, my heart just, like, this is the kind of stuff I think about. I know you do too, Lou, but, like, I just think about our
Look,
friends
Beatrice,
around
the reason why
this is their happy place.
Right. And the reason why I went to the parks on Sunday, and I want you to know, like, I struggle with that too. Like, is it right to go? Is it wrong to go? You know, I made sure that there was no recommendation or ban or encouragement not to go. Mm-hmm. And I didn't go for myself. Like, I went, because I wanted my kids to go, but I wanted to try and bring it to and share it to other people who didn't have the option to be there or not. And some people,
right.
Some people were very unhappy with me that I went, that I was part of the problem. I was irresponsible. A lot of not kind things. And I knew that going in, and I was okay with that because I felt like I had not just the ability, but almost the responsibility to try and bring that place to them. I wanted them to be able to at least, if they wanted to, see it one more time.
Well, I thank you for that. And even though I live close by and can't always get there as much as I want, I'm going to tell you probably for like 1,000 plus other people, because you'll never say this, but you're that camera. You're our eyes when we can't always be there. I mean, seriously, Thursday night, you probably don't even know this, but I popped onto your video today of you announcing that Disney was closing, and there was like 1.7 thousand people that saw that video. You are our eyes. No matter where we are in the world, you share that. And you are 1,700 people that have magic because you were there. So, like, don't ever let that stop you, please. And thank you. Thank you for being there.
You're really trying hard to make me cry, like just gushing tears.
You know what?
I'm literally digging my fingernails into my hands.
I'm the person who can say it out loud. I'm the one that can say it out loud, and I don't care what happens if I say it. It's how I feel. So it's how I feel it. It's how I believe it, and it's the reason why I love it. You know, I mean, that's what we're here for.
Well, thank you. And look, I love and appreciate you. You know that, and thank you for saying that.
Absolutely. Well, we all love you, and I'm going to let other people tell you that too. But thanks for being there, and thanks for being there for us tonight, because it's been a dim time, and we all love each other, and we're connected because we're all here online together, and we appreciate you for making that happen.
Well,
thanks for building the clubhouse, man.
Thank you for being part of my family.
Absolutely.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
And hello to everyone, and we'll talk to you all soon.
You got it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I knew Beatrice was going to make me cry. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hi, Lou.
Hi, who's this?
Oh, my name is Christina. I'm from Staten Island, New York.
Hey, Christina from Staten Island. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You know, we keep on keeping on. You know, like the song goes, we go on, right? Life still has to go on.
Definitely, and thank you so much for keeping the magic going. We keep tuning in. It's what we're looking forward to every night now, just watching some of your old videos, and we really appreciate it. It's been rough these past couple of days, which you guys all know, and just keeping the magic alive.
Well, thank you. Listen, you give me the opportunity to do that. So I say this all the time. If it wasn't for you, I'd be a lawyer in New Jersey. So I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we just recently became Vacation Club members, and our first trip as DVC members was going to be April tent we were going to be checking in. So we were really looking forward to going. And don't mind me, I'm like a little nervous talking to you right now. I'm starstruck. Not gonna lie.
Please.
I didn't think I was going to get through to you.
Well, listen, look, your trip, I try and again, when you are able to take it, it might be a few weeks, it might be a few months after you originally planned, but maybe it'll even make it all the more sweeter. And maybe all of us will appreciate it. Not that we don't appreciate it now, but we'll appreciate it more. Like, it'll feel better. I don't know how to describe it, but like, I know the next time I go back, I'm going to savor every second even more so because we see how quickly these things can go away.
Definitely. I totally understand where you're coming from. And I'm a teacher. I teach pre-K, and I've been treating my classroom like it's Disney World. I try to create that experience in my classroom, and I've been counting down to the days to go. And now, like you said, I can't wait to be there. Like, once this is all over, it's going to be the best feeling ever. It really is.
And I want to, and I mean this sincerely, I have always felt this way. I appreciate you as an educator so much, especially the age that you teach. And look, for all of us parents who now have our kids home for not just a couple of days or a couple of weeks, but a couple of months, if you don't hug a teacher when this is all over, then you should, because
you got that right.
Yeah, we really understand.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so thank you for what you do.
I appreciate that very much, and just keep it going, stay strong. I watched that video that you put up. I think it was Thursday when the parks closed and everything. Well, they made the announcement, and I totally get your feelings about the whole thing. Some people don't understand. They think that we're just like, why are they getting upset over a park? But they don't really understand what it does for people, and it is that escape to reality. And to not have that, it is kind of, it's really hard to just, accept that. But like you said, when everything is over, we got to stay positive, and we got to keep that message alive, like Walt, keep dreaming and just stay positive.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So thanks again, Lou.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you taking my call.
No, thank you for calling in.
All right, stay safe, stay
well.
You
too.
All
Take
right,
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a bagel for me, because they have good bagels up there. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Lou, it's on.
Who's this?
Let me turn the radio down here, Lou.
Oh, I know who this is. It's I can tell by your voice.
Yep.
It's Donnie
Lou,
and Marie, man.
Say,
how you doing, brother?
We're hanging in there. First off, I want to say you, sir, are the rock upon which our clubhouse is built. I want to thank you.
Well, it truly is a community team effort. Otherwise, I'd be in the clubhouse by myself, and that would stink. So,
well, without you wouldn't have. Without your effort, there would be no clubhouse. And again, thank you. It is what we look for. It's what we. Okay, we can't go to the parks right now, but we still have the clubhouse.
And that's, what I've always wanted it to be. I always wanted it to be a place and a way to escape. And I say every week, it's, I want to bring you some of that Disney magic. And I think, it's more important now when we can't get it otherwise. And I'm going to try and continue to do not just a show, not just live, but stories and pictures every day, and ask questions in a way that we can all sort of come together and, in a virtual kind of way and participate. And I think we'll be strong. Look, when this is all over, everything and everybody will be stronger afterwards. And I think even including us and this community that you guys have not just created, but fostered.
Yep. I'm just looking forward to December. We're going to have that great weekend in the Fort Wilderness. I've already figured out I'm renting a U-Haul trailer and hauling my smoker down there.
Oh, I dig it, man. I dig it.
Yeah. It's a scary thing. every day I have to get up. I have to go to work. I have to deal with the public. It's like playing Russian roulette. You know, try and keep your social distance.
Yeah.
In the back of your mind is like, you know, and you still have to give each customer the attention that they're due. And in the back of your mind, you're thinking, is this the person?
Right. Yeah.
So
how do you give service and compassion and understand all those things while still being protective too? Again, we're navigating very uncertain waters, and look, you and everybody else who has a front-facing public job, I understand that there has to be not just trepidation, but a little bit of fear as well. So stay safe, buddy.
Yeah. Yes, and again, you know, it's like the one thing Marie and I, you know, we're like, okay, we can't go to parks, but we still got the box.
Absolutely, brother.
So,
Thank you, man.
All right, hang in there.
I hope to see you again soon.
We'll be in touch. Yep, I'll let someone else get in.
You got it, buddy.
I'll
talk to you soon.
All right.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Give my best to Marie.
Yes.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Bye. Yeah, man. Crazy times, to say the least. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, Lou. It's Mr. Rashoni. How are you?
Hey, wait a minute. I didn't even realize that I had got through on the executive bypass line. Is this the Dave Rashoni from DJR Music? That guy?
All right, but it might be. How are you?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. We're keeping our head above the water, and we are choosing the good. How are you?
That's all we can do, right? You know, we got to. A wise man said something about moving forward or something, and this really is a test of our resolve to be able to do that.
That's absolutely true, man. You know, 2020's been a real kind of kick in the butt. So, you know, but you keep your head above water, and you keep positive, and you keep moving forward, and that's all. You can control the things that you can control, and you don't worry about the things you can't control, right, bud?
Who would have thought that Tom Brady leaving the Patriots was the least important news story of the week?
Oh, now wait a minute. Now, you know, for those that don't know, I'm in Niagara Falls, which is right next to Buffalo. So that's the greatest news that we have had forever.
And you guys got Stephon Diggs today, so I'm, you know.
And we got Stephon Diggs. So now we may not. Now, knowing Buffalo's luck, we won't have a season this year.
Right.
That would be the Buffalo Bills' luck right there. You know,
I know.
All the stars align. There's no season. So
yeah,
but
be, you know.
I just wanted to call and say hi, and you know that I'm thinking about you and your family, and we're sending prayers up to everybody and all that fun stuff. And looking forward to getting down there as soon as we can, hopefully in October, for that handshake and a hug. And just want to let you know we're thinking of you and all that fun stuff. Okay, bud?
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I love you. Give my best to your beautiful wife.
Okay. Hugs all around, at least the virtual, right?
You too, buddy.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take care, man. Bye-bye. Listen, if you're trying to call through, I'm sorry. I'm trying to go as quick as I can. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Lou Mancello.
Yes.
Oh, thank God I got through to you. This is Ryan Block from Claremont.
Hey, Ryan Block. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, you know, I'm doing good. I'm just making up some more tournament brackets to put on to spam your page up with.
Listen, people, it's interesting how we're looking for, you know, things to keep people, not just keep our kids busy, but keep ourselves busy and occupied and having some. Look, my son is the only one, at least for the current day or so, because he gets to just play video games. Like a new video game comes out and I'm like, go ahead, man, go do your thing for a little while. So
I tried to play video games and I got bored, and somehow I got drawn back into more Disney things.
Yeah. How are you? How you coping with everything?
Good. I work for Orange County Public Schools, and we got a message today saying that we didn't have to report to school, that we can work remotely. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I saw that. They do have some personnel in cleaning the schools, and I have kids who are in OCPS, and we heard the end of the month. I do not anticipate anybody going back to school in early April. We're hearing about proms being canceled, testing being canceled. Some of the younger kids are sort of not on their own, but they're encouraging parents to have kids do exercises at home for 3 hours a day just to keep them in the school and sort of learning mind frame. I know some people said online, Khan Academy, which I believe is free, has an Imagineering class. I don't know for what grades it's available. If somebody wants to link it up in the box, please do so. But this is putting a strain on kids and parents, as well as all the employees who can't go to work and are starting to worry about, what happens in 2 weeks, what happens in 4 weeks, what happens in, today I heard something about the virus might be around for 18 months, and I don't know what that means, on a day-to-day basis, but it's a scary time, and I know you probably enjoy a couple of days off, but I know it's a scary time too, so.
Yeah, it's nice to have. I mean, we're on spring break right now, so this is actually spring break, which because you already talked about it. But it's nice having a little bit of break. But at some point, you get stir crazy, and you're just kind of like, okay, I need to go back to some normalcy and get back to work or whatever. Especially since we really only have like a month and a half left of school.
Right.
Like we're close to school being out.
Yeah, so Lisa says she's a Northeast Florida school teacher. Looks like they'll be doing home learning for the rest of the year. I teach first grade, and I miss my students. I know. As a teacher, it's got to be hard for you as well, not just as an educator, but just because of the relationship that you have with your kids as well. So this is impacting everybody on personal and professional levels. So I understand.
I mean, the real question I called in, though, for was where are we going to go after the Disney ban is lifted to eat?
Oh, it's the boathouse. It's the boathouse. Clearly, we were going to the boathouse. I am going to, when we start getting the news, I'm going to hit up Steve Schussler and say, I need a table for 100 or so. And
I've never been to Boathouse, so that would be
Oh, my God, you got to go. You got to go. It's so good. But in the meantime, go ahead.
We went to that new barbecue place at Epcot that was Muppet themes, and it was actually really good.
Yeah,
we're Disney foodies like you, so we go all the time.
I know. I didn't get a chance to do it, so I look forward when I get back. Thankfully, I was able to get all 11 of my chilaquiles from the Mexico booth at Flower and Garden because, spoiler alert for this week's show, they're that good.
Food is important, and Disney food for all you people out there. If you ever wonder if it's worth eating at Disney, the answer is always yes.
Absolutely, man. Well, cool.
Okay,
Listen,
I
hope you get back to school soon. I appreciate you calling in, and hope to see you in the parks sooner rather than later, man.
Oh yeah, you'll get a big. I'm a hugger too, so we'll have a big bear hug.
Bring it in, brother.
Magic Kingdom or whatever.
Bring it in.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, this is affecting everybody in similar ways and a lot of different ways as well. So, hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, Lou Mongello. This is Andrew Thompson from British Columbia, Canada.
Hey,
Cornell.
Andrew Thompson. How you doing? How's life? How are things in Canada?
On lockdown almost.
Yeah,
almost.
I know it's hard. I saw today about the border closing. I don't know all the details, but I did see the headline as it came across. So,
yeah,
these are strange days to say the least.
But it's more sad for all the Disneyland parks around the world to close at this time.
Yeah, it's like I said, it was one thing to hear about Hong Kong and Shanghai because they're so far, they're so distant. But then when it's your park, and then when it's all the parks, and you realize it hasn't happened before, again, I drove through because I drive through property to go somewhere sometimes. Driving through property the other day, and there being nobody on the road was not only unsettling, but it was scary. And everything that we're seeing is like the opening scenes or the opening act of a zombie movie. What you see on TV, empty streets and people fighting over toilet paper.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. And I've only been to Disneyland in California and Disney World in Florida, but I've never been to the other parks too. And I'm looking forward to maybe doing it in the future or something, but I don't know what to expect.
Well, listen, she doesn't know it yet, but I'm going to tell Becky Menken that when this is all over and everything sort of gets back to some semblance of normalcy, we have to go. We are doing another group trip to Japan because we need to go back. And I'm doing it for the Japanese people to help support the economy. Not that I want to go, but we need to go. So we will make that happen.
But if you do, you have to do the Becky Menken voice. I miss hearing you do that one episode in your podcast. You were just hilarious.
I might have to. You know what? I might have to pull out the puppet. It's been a long time since I pulled out the puppets. So.
Oh, I didn't even know you had a puppet of her.
Yeah, man, of course. Well, listen, I appreciate
Becky,
you.
if you're listening.
Thank you so much, man.
If you listen to this, Becky, I'm sorry. Becky, if you're listening to this. Can I do a voice of Mickey Mouse. Can I sign off as a Mickey Mouse?
You bet, brother. Go ahead, man.
All right.
Oh, gosh. Thanks, pal. I hope you have a swell time, and sorry about the parks being closed. We hope to see you real soon, okay? Bye.
That was awesome.
Thank you very much.
That was awesome, man. I appreciate you doing it. Putting a smile on everybody's face.
Thank you. I've done it since October of 2017. I've done the voice.
Good job, brother. Keep it up, man.
Thank you very much.
All right.
And you keep safe, okay?
All right, man. You too. Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
bye.
Bye-bye. That was awesome. That was really good. All right, let's grab another one. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hey, Lou, how are you? This is Lou from the Bronx.
Hey,
how you doing,
Lou
buddy?
from the Bronx. How you doing?
I'm good. I just wanted to call in and let you know, things are going to get okay. They're going to be okay. Don't worry about it so much. We'll get through this.
I agree, brother. You have to, be positive about all this. And, I think it's unsettling because it's so foreign to us. Even through some of the most trying times in our lifetime, there's been nothing like this. At the beginning, I think a lot of us, not that we dismissed it or laughed it off, but it was something that was happening somewhere else. And the idea of self-quarantining and social distance, like these are words that they were not part of our vocabulary. And now they're part of our daily zeitgeist. So it's just unsettling. I mean, that's the word that I keep using, is that it's just unsettling. So,
yeah, I just think that everybody I see is responding so positively and with such strength. It has to be admired. It really does.
Yeah.
I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher almost 30 years now, public school in New York. So, we had to go in today for remote training and all of that. It's kind of eerie that the kids aren't there. But, with spring coming and this will pass, this will definitely pass. It's going to be a nice resurgence once we get back to our routine and once Disney World reopens. We should think of this like Thor and Thor Ragnarok. Disney is not a place, it's a people. So we'll go with that for a while. That's a great way to put it,
even
though it is a place.
Well, look, I think this community is a perfect reflection of that, right? It's not about a physical place that we have to be or seeing each other in person at a physical meet of the month. It's a community that can come together even with something like this. So,
right. So it's going to be good. And thank you for doing what you do. I know it's hard to do it, but
no, look, you're a teacher, man.
You make a lot of people happy.
Look, you're a teacher. You know hard. So I would never dare to compare what I do versus what you do. We entrust,
you help people. Everybody helps, so that's just good.
Look, as a parent, and I remember like when my daughter was first born, how, and still to this day, she'll tell you, I'm super protective, right? I want to keep her in this bubble, and to trust somebody else to not only care for your child, but to take over that role of educator from you is a huge leap of faith and trust. And I appreciate you and every teacher from pre-K to college and beyond, the trust and the faith that we have in you guys, I want you to know how much you're appreciated. Your salary might not always reflect it, but in my heart, I want you to know that I'm grateful.
I appreciate that. It's nice hearing that. It really is. But listen, I just want to tell everybody in the community, we're going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. It's going to be hard for a while, but we're going to get through this. And thanks for leading the pack. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Take care, man.
All right. You have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I see that Becky says she's trying to get through. Becky, I don't see your phone number coming through. I know that this is not you, but I don't see it coming through. Hey, this is Lou. You're on the air.
Hello?
Hello?
This is Mackenzie from New Jersey.
Mackenzie from New Jersey. What part of New Jersey are you from?
Bergen County.
Bergen County. I want to say that I miss New Jersey, but I don't. So I miss Paramus Park Mall. I don't miss the traffic on Route 4, but I miss the pizza and the bagels. How's that?
Yeah, I like pizza.
Everybody likes pizza.
Yeah. I'm a dancer, and my team got an invitation to go to Disney World for Summit.
Oh.
And with all this coronavirus, we might not be able to go there. And we really want to go.
So what grade are you in?
I'm in 6th grade.
And your class was supposed to come this year?
My dance class.
Your dance class?
Yeah.
Is it postponed? Did they tell you that it's postponed?
Yeah.
When were you supposed to come?
The end of April.
I know how upset you must be. And fingers crossed, say a prayer, whatever it is that you need to do, that things resolve themselves and you guys will be able to come down. I know how much you probably worked for that and trained for that and dreamed about doing that. And it'll still happen. I know it will for you. And when you do come down, I want you to email me or have your mom or dad email me and tell me when you're going to go perform, like in the parks or in Disney Springs, and I will come out and see you.
Really?
Absolutely. I'll be the really fat guy sitting in the back eating popcorn, but I'll be there.
Okay.
Deal?
Yeah, deal. I also wanted to tell you that my grandfather, he loves listening to your podcast.
Oh, I think listen, oh my God, you gave me the goosebumps. That you and your grandfather both listen, I think that's crazy. That's awesome and crazy all at the same time.
He's our favorite. Like, we go every year.
Oh, that's great. Well, hopefully your grandpa will come down with you and I'll sit with your grandfather and we'll share a snack, or I'll get him his own and I'll have my own, and we'll watch you as you dance.
Awesome.
I love it. All right. Promise me that you'll let me know when you come down, okay?
Okay.
All right. It's a deal.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye. Not crying for that kid was really, really hard. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Hey there. Yes, I'd like a spicy tuna roll, 2 vegetable spring rolls. Can I get a crab rangoon?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I need to socially distance myself from you. It has nothing to do with the virus. I just need to distance myself.
Oh, is this not? Oh, hello. Hey,
Scotty
if you
Otis.
look outside your window in the bushes, you might find out who this is. How you doing, man?
What's going on, man?
Oh, I'm just trying to survive.
Yeah, I know.
Crazy time.
Are you? Have you been? I mean, we've all been impacted, but in your professional capacity, have you been impacted at all?
I have been very much impacted. Yes, I have been asked to not report to work and to just hang out at home.
Which
So
I am.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that your wife is going to, I think she's not going to be able to put up with that for too long. But on a serious note, I am sorry for that. I can imagine how difficult that must be for you guys for all the reasons. So I will keep my fingers crossed and pray for you guys, man.
Yeah. So Sophia's had to, she going to college at Rollins, so she's been asked to move out, and they're going to do online, but online classes. So, God, so everyone's coming home.
Yeah, this, we used to joke around sometimes that, take a family to Disney World in the summer to really test your familial bonds. Lock yourselves in for the coronavirus for a few weeks, and that'll really see how much you guys are able to. And look, it's a hard thing, and we joke around about it. I only hope that every family takes advantage of this. Sometimes I think these things happen for a reason, and there is a blessing in disguise that you pull from that, because I will bet that whether it's you or Xana or anybody who's watching who is at a job 5, 6, 7 days a week and hardly get to see their kids, and now all of a sudden, for one reason or another, you're forced to be together. You're getting something that you probably wanted but couldn't do otherwise. Yes, I understand the economic and other impacts, but I would hope that, again, lemonade from lemons, this will maybe even bring families a little bit closer.
Yeah, that's right. Well, on the positive side, we do now have more time to record our podcast, the Up the Waterfall podcast. So,
you're still doing that thing?
We've been, we're about 25 episodes in now.
Look at you, man. Oh, my cute little podcaster. I want to give you a hug, but I can't because I need to stay far away. But up top, high five, brother.
Oh, thanks. Well, we were inspired by you. But, so I would ask all of your listeners, after they listen to your show, to head on over and check out our show, Up the Waterfall.
Sounds good,
It's actually pretty good. And we, as I say, it's all thanks to you.
Nah, not at all, man. And listen, please give your beautiful wife a hug for me. Tell her I'm sorry that she has to be locked in her house with you for the next 8 weeks. So,
yeah, who knows how long it'll be? But
maybe I'll see you. Maybe we'll get together. I mean, tables far apart, but we'll grab a cup of coffee or something one of these days.
As I said, if you look at your window right now,
I'm
down,
afraid to, because I'm afraid that
you
you're
might
really
see mine
there.
right now.
So. All right.
All right. Hey, stay strong, stay safe, and thanks for all you do, man.
Thank you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, buddy.
See you.
Bye. All right. Wait. So I see that supposedly Becky Menken has been trying to call in. Let me see if there's a way that I can call Becky Menken. Wait. I'm gonna decline this call. I'm gonna try and see if I can call. Stop it. Wait a minute. I'm now trying to call Becky Menken. Becky, your phone number has not popped up once. This is me dialing you. Becky, not answering. Just so you know, not answering her phone. Let's try this. Wait. This is me calling Becky again. Becky Menken from MEI and Mousefan Travel?
You actually called me.
Listen, say nice things. I literally was hanging up on other people so I could call you.
Oh, see, now I feel so much better.
So if I hung up on somebody, I apologize. Please call back as soon as Her Majesty is done.
Well, getting through to you is difficult.
You mean like on a mental and a psychological level, or just actually getting through on the phone? Because they're probably equally as difficult.
I was equating it to trying to call in for a free date with Thor tickets for a radio station.
I had those to give away, but now with all the virus things, Thor needs to distance himself. So
yeah, see, that's it's probably a good thing that I didn't win, because 6 feet apart may not do it. A hug would have to be part of the whole equation. And don't you dare get that puppet out. That's all I
forgot about it until you just said something. So
All right. That was not the intended. All right. Back up, regroup, try again. Yeah, it's been a crazy week or two. Personally, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself because I haven't had to pack and get on a plane for a while.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to what you said. I had to grab something off my shelf.
Oh, don't. And obviously, this is behind the video, so I have no idea what you're doing right now. But I wanted to take just a quick moment. Oh, geez, I'm watching you actually go to the shelf. I'm so afraid right now. No.
Just keep going. You're wasting valuable airtime. Come on, there's people trying to get...
All right. Fine. I just wanted to take a minute to say thanks to everybody who have sent us messages, posted messages. You don't know how much that your support has meant to me and my team. It really has been a challenge. And messages from everybody, and again, posting in the forum has really kind of kept me going and kept my team going as well. And I would probably burst into tears right now if I wasn't looking at a blonde puppet pretending to be me. Oh, geez. But,
babbling. I'm not listening. Keep going.
Well, I just want to make sure to get a couple things across. And I just really feel like I need to say it because it has been very emotional and very difficult trying to keep things going, but that's what we're here for. And again, just the support from this community has really cemented how important this Ohana is to me and to the rest of my team. And yeah, we've had a lot of cancels and a lot of move your dates, but we're still selling. We're booking for fall. We're booking for other destinations in 2021. And we still have a lot of difficult roads, but once we get through this, it's going to be awesome. What are you doing now?
Nothing. Just keep talking. I'm listening to every word that you're saying.
I'm not looking at the screen. I'm actually trying to talk to you, and you're not paying attention. But I'm
paying attention.
That's
rebooking for the fall. Looking forward to the parks opening up again and us getting together as a community. I applaud and appreciate all the things that you're doing, not just for your clients, but the WDW Radio family, and even those that, for some odd reason, may not have even booked with Mouse Fan Travel. The fact that you and agents are making yourself available is seriously a wonderful, selfless service. So thank you.
Well, it's more about the connection with this community for me. And again, this is what has really kept us going through this. And when you're ready, I would like to just ask the community to please use a travel planner. Mm-hmm. Even if you usually book direct, use whoever you use, of course, but we're here to help you as well. But we would really appreciate your support to get us back in business, because this is going to be a tough road to, I've already heard of several agencies that have shut their doors in the past 2 or 3 days. And the support from this community would really be appreciated. So with that, and all of this stuff that almost made me cry until I had to look at the puppet again, let's talk about something a little bit more interesting.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Wait. Here's
What?
Becky before
I'm
coronavirus.
I'm so afraid.
And Becky after coronavirus.
You know what? I am your comic relief, aren't
Listen,
I?
I am locked in my house
realized,
with everyone. I need to entertain myself. So
I have just completely realized what my role is. Is not just your sidekick. I am your comic relief. I'm the one that steps in when you're about to cry.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, anyway, I will say this has been an interesting time with my husband working from home.
Oy.
And
oh my God, that poor guy. We need to start a GoFundMe for Chris. He's been locked in the same house with Becky. I know.
But you know what? At this point, I'm going to be home probably till May. So I'm not going to see you till May.
Oh, that actually makes me a little sad because we have so much fun together.
Yes, clearly, as everyone can tell, we certainly do, or at least you do, at my expense. So when do you want to start planning that Japan trip?
We need to start thinking about when to do it, because we do. I think we need to do it. Don't you, Becky Puppet? Absolutely, I do. I think we need to go back to Japan and Tokyo and eat all the popcorn.
Well, I
By the
will
way,
say
if you're
right
just
now,
tuning in, this is what stir crazy is known as. I don't mean the Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor movie. I mean, this is me literally beginning to lose my marbles.
if you are holding a puppet and you start saying red rum over and over again, then I'm going to start getting nervous. But at this point, I think you're just on the edge of crazy, but you haven't fallen off. So, just
Mommy,
hold
what
steady.
is Daddy doing in his office? Don't worry, honey. He's just playing with his puppet. So.
There's so much wrong with that sentence. Okay.
Don't make it
recentering
weird.
my-
Don't make it
You've made it weird. You've already made it weird. That ship has sailed, literally. So, at least we have right now we have Wyoming to look forward to.
I know.
And we have December to look forward to, and we have a full boat of people for the Marvel cruise right now. So
We do. Wait,
there's
where's my
a
little
lot.
Marvel? I have my little Marvel thingy. Hold it. Wait. Keep talking, and I'll just there. It's right there. That thing. Marvel Day at Sea, yo.
Yes.
You know,
Yo.
it is nice that we have this on the docket because it does give us something to look forward to. You know,
Exactly.
January is far enough out that we can plan for it. We can think about it. We can sort of put a pin and a flag in the calendar to know that we have that to look forward to. When all this is a distant memory behind us, it'll be a great way for us to come together and get back on board the ships.
Exactly. That was kind of my point. I just wanted to make sure that we had these flags in the ground or flags on the calendar that we know we can count on, that we can look forward to, that we can be together again. That's something that's also keeping me going through all of this as well, because as you're watching the stats, as a matter of fact, China today reported they only had one new case. So that means the trajectory is heading in the right direction. We have a lot to look forward to when we get through this, and we're going to be here to celebrate when we make it through.
Preach, sister.
I'm sure trying. I am sure trying. It's a 24/7 career right now of preaching, but we are definitely holding it together and trying to help everybody through this time, and we will make it on the other side. I definitely know that. And somebody was talking about fear, that beautiful Maya Angelou thing about fear, that the only thing it has just stands in the way of progress. And I have a feeling that we are making the right progress with everybody staying home. Sure, it's pretty extreme what we're doing right now, but the sooner we're through it, the sooner everybody kind of backs away from handshake and hug for a moment. We'll get through it, and we'll be back in the parks, and we'll be back enjoying our magic, and you'll be back at Boathouse eating everything in sight.
You know, and I understand from your perspective, you know, again, in terms of making lemonade from lemons, for you make cocktails out of Corona. You're like, wait a minute, alcohol kills the virus, or at least that's an excuse for you to keep drinking even more so. So I understand we all sort of medicate in our own different ways. It's not necessarily a CDC recommendation, but I'm happy that you're being proactive and doing your part to keep the virus and Chris at a distance and at a minimum.
No, what I'm thinking, I do have a glass of wine in my hand right now.
Yeah, that's not a shot.
Clearly, it's required, but I think that I'm doing my part to support the wine industry in California.
One case at a time, one cask at a time. Just roll those into my garage and stick a straw in it, please.
You didn't just do that. I didn't do that. My God, Fred. Just to answer Tate's question that I saw come up, yes, we do have availability on the cruise. So if you still want to come, if you still want to be part of it, please come put in a request for the Marvel Day at Sea and have something to look forward to with your family here at WDW Radio.
There you go.
Well, thanks for finally taking my call or calling me. I'll learn how to beg a little bit better in chat. I really missed?
I really missed all the drama and the attempts at guilt. Remember, Catholic and Italian, you can't out-guilt me. It never is going to work.
Yeah, but I can still try. A girl can still try.
Oh, boy. Listen,
I'm sending you a red phone.
We do love you and everybody at Mouse Fan Travel and all that. And again, it's not just for your vacation planning needs. The big image I have up is a bit of a misnomer because I know you guys can help them with all the stuff that's going on now. So please.
It's not just that. So hold on. It's not just that. It's you and pulling us all together in this community so that we have this support. We have this sounding board. We have each other to lean on, because when it gets like this and we are, it's very unknown what our future is going to be. At least we know we have each other to lean on, and we can talk about it, and we can vent about it, and we can laugh about it. And that helps us through. So from my heart to you, thank you for everything you're doing to keep us together.
Lean on me when you're not strong. And I'll
sing.
be your friend. I'll help you carry on.
All right, I'll make you cry some other way. Your daughter's going to be married in like 2 years.
Sorry, I think we just lost Becky Mankin from Mouse Fan Travel. Yes, I hung up on you. Let's take another call because I was having too much fun. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
You know, you're not the only one with a puppet. Just wanted to point that out to you. And there is a visual meet of the month coming up.
Oh, my
and
gosh, I forgot about that. We need to block Terry Cinzendordi. Somebody block Terry Cinzendordi ASAP.
It's on. So, just letting you know, hashtag the Tiny Lou will be at the meet of the month. Yeah, I was inspired to call in when I heard Scott Otis saying he was out in the bushes, and I was thinking I could grab Terry Rex right now, get in the car, drive 7 hours south.
Not saying you've done that in the past, but
well, if the need arises, I know, keeping the 6 foot distance, but I'm telling you, that costume is a great hazmat suit. So, Anyway, it was just to say I'm glad you're hanging in there, and I'm glad we're all hanging in there, and I'm glad you're there for us. And we will make up for Ladies' Night.
We will.
As soon as they allow me back in the park.
Which has nothing to do with the virus.
Whenever
That's
that
just
is.
like not letting Terry back in the parks. This has nothing to do with anything. We will. Ladies' Night, because you know what? It's not about Rick Springfield. It's not about who's performing, right? It's just about us. It's just about we ladies getting together for a girls' night on the town at Epcot Center, having some relatively innocent fun.
I don't know. I'm thinking karaoke, though. Sounds tempting.
I will listen.
Did you see?
I will not sing. That's it.
Fine. Jason said he and Michelle would do a You're the One That I Want. So,
I'm sure they would.
It's on. It's going to happen.
God bless them. I'll be there to watch. I'll live stream. But that's the extent of my performance. So.
You just won't share your beautiful singing voice with us, but it's all good anyway. Just wanted to make a brief call in just to defend Becky's honor and just say that the Tiny Lou will be at the meet of the month. So there you are.
Thank you. I will listen.
Yes,
I do kind of miss you a little bit, so I look forward to seeing you when all this nonsense is over.
Well, good. I miss you as well and can't wait to get down there. But, yes, I hope everyone's doing well and take care.
All right. Take care, Terry.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Terry's husband, Becky's husband. There's a special place in heaven for those two. We'll take a couple more before we call it a night, because I'm sure. So what I really want to know is, what are you guys binging? What are you binge watching? What do you find like, finally, I've got time to binge watch? Hear the words coming out of my mouth. If you've never seen Lost, get on it. Get on it. It's still my favorite show ever. Let's take a couple more calls because, hey, it's Lou Mongello and you are on this air. Hello?
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 Lou Mongello at Zach Brown.
Wait a minute. Is it the Zach Brown?
That's what they tell me.
From the Zach Brown Show podcast? That guy?
Yeah.
I dig it, brother.
I'm
How
down
you
here
doing,
in
man?
the bushes with Scott Otis.
Why does that not surprise? It's less scary when you say that you're out there than it is when Scott says he's out there.
All right, we have snacks. It's great.
Oh, then I'll be out.
Yeah. I just wanted to jump in and say hey to everybody. I was out in my job today. I do pest control, and as I was taking care of people's homes, it was just really encouraging seeing all the parents home with their kids and just doing all the projects and puzzles. And there were so many people of our ilk. They were Disney folk, and some of them were cast members, and they were in very high spirits. I mean, obviously there was this kind of sad emotion, but there was a very strong, it's going to be okay. Mm-hmm. And there was just a lot of joy pumping through the room. And just wanted to encourage you guys, this is the time for us to go out, kind of represent that box people love, and just be the change, choose the good and just show some love out there.
I couldn't have said it better, man. Like I said, there's opportunity in all of this sadness and fear for us to, whether it's reconnect, get closer, spend more time with our families, or let it sort of bleed out, and I hate to sort of use the word contagious in this environment, but understand my meaning that, while fear is contagious and anger is contagious, the good and the positive is equally as contagious. And I think that you're right, man. Like, you saw it. It spreads to you. You're trying to spread it to other people. When I talk about spreading the word, it's not just the word about the show. It's this feeling, and it's this idea of choosing the good. So thank you, brother.
For sure. You guys stay safe out there. Wash your hands, drink fluids, and, just be good. I love you guys. Y'all are amazing.
Right back at you, man. I'll see you soon, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Right, although I do find it kind of funny that we're teaching, like, where we have to tell people to wash their hands. What have you been doing all this time? Have you not been washing your... I wash my hands literally like 20 times a day. Like, yeah. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
Oh, hi, Lou. It's Debbie. Debbie Hartless.
Oh, hey, Debbie. How are you?
Connecticut, Florida. I don't know where I'm from these days. We were supposed to go home in a week, and we're kind of in limbo now. We don't know what to do.
Yeah, I know.
So,
it's,
it's nice to be stuck.
There's worse places to be stuck than Florida.
Right.
I was saying,
apparently Connecticut's not doing well.
Yeah.
So,
I was supposed to be in Italy.
I know.
Last week. Thankfully, I chose to cancel because of my mom. They eventually canceled the conference, but there were some people that went in early for some pre-conference fam trips and got stuck there. Thank God.
Oh no. Well, I'm going to start making ears tomorrow. I can't. I've been making backpacks. The crafts are just coming out of this place. I think Joanne's is going to have to back up a truck to my house.
Oh wait, I wish I could reach my Spider-Man backpack is right there. Wait.
Yes,
So now I have to get it. Hold on, wait.
I just did a whole bunch for my niece's trip for Star Wars weekend, which I guess isn't going to happen, but.
So you were on the cruise, and you were super generous and super crafty, and you made me a Spider-Man back. I mean, this goes to show you how crazy. I still have not unpacked from the cruise yet. I kid you not.
Oh my gosh, you have plenty of time.
Stuff, I'm not kidding. That it's still full of cruise stuff.
It's still.
Dawn, I thank you. Look, Dawn, I still have Dawn's book. Yeah. I haven't had a chance to read that yet. If there's food in here, I'm really in trouble.
Yeah. There's snacks.
I've unpacked my clothes, but that's about it. So, if anybody wants to come over and help me unpack, my office looks like a
Well, that's what I said. I'm currently out of work now, so I said if anybody needs help, I'm around.
I am sorry to hear that.
And then we're it's all right. It's okay. I'm a little more concerned missing the boys because they're in Connecticut. Oops. Don't know what I did. Yeah, the boys are stuck in Connecticut. One works on Broadway, so he's out indefinitely. And, it's just hard being away from them now.
I'm sure.
And we're in limbo. We're thinking
you'll appreciate
in a
it
couple...
when you see them.
Yeah. And we don't know. Do we go home in a couple of weeks? Do we stay? So we're riding it out here. Luckily, we have a place, so that's, definitely a bonus.
Well, if there's anything I can do for you guys while you're down here, please don't hesitate to ask.
Same here. If you guys need anything, like I said, I told Becky, you need help, I'm around. Not a TA, but I can do work.
Thank you. I hope you guys stay
safe. We're around.
I know. I hope to see you guys again
I know.
soon.
Yes, I know. I wanted to see. Well, I was hoping to come back for girls' night, so I may be here for girls' night.
You might still be here.
I was telling Fred, I'm looking on the airfares. I think I could get a cheap airfare to go back, and then all this happened. So I thought, maybe I'm not leaving.
No, it'll work out.
We'll
and like
work
I said,
on
if you
some
guys
more
need anything, let me know.
WDW ears. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Debbie. Hope to see
All
you
right,
soon.
but thank you, Lou. Thank you for everything. I was really missing you yesterday. I was looking for you. I was starting to, makes nervous. Today is good. It's good. You're making us laugh. You're keeping us. Thank you for everything.
Good. Thank you.
You know how much you. Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'll talk to you
hope
soon.
to see you soon.
Do my best for Fred. I'll talk to you
Bye.
soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, and I don't know all the details, but I did see it. Again, 2020, man, you're drunk. Go home, because I saw that there was an earthquake this morning in Utah. And again, if that's affected anybody, like you needed something else to have to worry about.
2020, man, you're drunk. Go home.
Hey, it's Lou. Hey, it's Lou. You're on the air.
This morning.
Oh, hi.
Hi
there. This is Caleb Joshua Hill. And
hey, man, how you doing?
Hi.
How's things, Caleb?
And,
hey, Caleb, I want to just let you know, man, I appreciate you, because I know on Twitter and on social all the time, you're always tagging me and you're sharing stuff, and don't think I don't notice and appreciate it. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome, man.
All time, you're always.
Yeah, I like tagging stuff like music and stuff like. Oh, sorry, man.
So what are you doing? What are you doing to pass the time during this difficult quarantine?
Oh, okay. We walked in the other room. I'm with him today. I'm on with him. It's his mom.
Hi, how you doing, Caleb's mom?
Yeah, Dawn. I was a Disney fan since I was little too, and actually, Caleb's funny. This is funny, but Caleb's first his baby room. He was our first child, and we did all Disney stuff. When I got married and we went down to Disney, I bought all kinds of Disney. So when I had my first child, we would have a Disney nursery. So yeah, but I just wanted to tell you. Are you there?
I am.
Sorry, I'm sorry because I keep hearing. We had it on in the kitchen. So, Caleb, he's told you he has autism, and you don't know how much I'm gonna start crying. You do for kids like this. Everything is Disney with him, and this just makes him so happy. I mean, Disney makes everything to him, and people like you, just brighten his day every day. I mean, he follows all the YouTube people and all that. You're bugging me. So I just want to let you know, all walks of life are affected, by this, and you just bring such joy to many people. So anyway, here's Caleb. I don't want to take too much time.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So Caleb,
Yeah.
you got to do me a favor, man. All right, listen. I want you to tell your mom or you to to email me or messenger me your address and your shirt size, so I could send you a little care package of stuff. Just to show you how much I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. It's amazing that this community and Becky and Chuck, and Timmy. Is Tim still doing stuff with you? Tim Foster?
We got to get a. We got to get a face. We have to Facebook. We have to get a top 10 going soon. Top 10 ways to survive the coronavirus. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm listening to 2016 podcast right now. I'm still continuing on, and it's it's good to listen to that right now. I mean, there's this disease going on, but I'm positive. I'm always in the house, so I don't really work, but I try to work chores and stuff like that. So that's what I do when I'm not doing anything. But yeah, and I hopefully I'll see you in the virtual meetup, because this will be my first meetup, and might do a video message.
Yep.
Maybe afterwards when we're done. Maybe, but who knows.
Good. I look forward to it, man. And thank you so much, Caleb. I really appreciate you're an important part of this community. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I got nothing. Yeah. You guys are good people. You're all good people. I'm going to take one more. Hey, it's Lou. You are on the air.
Hey, Lou. This is Brandy Malloy.
Hey, Brandy. How are you?
Hey, doing good. Long-time listener, but I don't really interact a whole lot on the on Facebook or box people and all that kind of stuff. But I just want to tell you, let me mute you because now it's going to echo. Okay. Just want to tell you thanks. So we moved down here in June, and Disney has become part of my everyday. We go on the weekends, and I work in Osceola County in the school system. And so it's become my normal, which is awesome and fun and great. But I lost my dad at the end of February.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He had a massive stroke. Ugh. And he was 61. It was unexpected. He had cancer 10 years ago, and it turns out from the throat cancer and the radiation that they did, it hardened the arteries of the throat, and he had a major blockage, and he was a walking time bomb for having a stroke. And so, of course, work got my mind off of dad passing, and kind of like the mindless, got to get back into the groove of everything. But Disney was also part of it on the really bad days. I'm from Georgia. You can tell by the twang in my voice.
What twang? I don't hear anything.
And so, I'm away. I have my husband, I have my son, but I'm away from mom and I'm away from my brother, and they're dealing with a lot of stuff and everything. And my husband and son have gone back up to Georgia to help with mom with stuff, and so I've been down here for like 2 weeks, just me and the dogs, and which I'm sure you can probably hear fussing in the background. And at least I had Disney that I could go to after work instead of coming back to the house and just sitting. And I know that's silly to say, I'm sad now I don't have that. And of course I'm glad they closed it and all those kind of things. But I've been just sitting here and just watching the news and just dwelling over everything that's going on. What are they doing with Osceola schools? What are the teachers going to do? what are the students going to do? What are my mom and my husband and everything dealing with in Georgia? And you got my mind off of it tonight. So I just want to say thanks. That's roundabout what I'm trying to say is thanks for getting my mind off of it tonight, because I've just been kind of a zombie staring at the TV and thinking a lot. So, and thinking about Dad and everything. So, thank you.
My heart goes out to you for everything that you have been through and are continuing to go through. And this is the hardest time to be alone, right? Because it's when we need other people. It's why I did this, right? Because I know that this is when we need other people. And this isn't the same as having that person there with you at the table or there with you on the couch at night. So I am giving you a virtual hug and hope
thank you.
And I hope that your family reunites again soon.
Thank you. They're coming home tomorrow, and my son is turning 13 on Friday, and he's accepted that we won't be going to Disney for his birthday, but that's okay. We're local, so we'll go when we can. And I will say, like the family that you just talked to a moment ago, my son also has autism, and we're appreciative of the Disney community with the YouTubers and the bloggers and the people that are out there that are for our kids to like listen to, and like just really thankful for that. So I back them up extremely. Like, thanks, Lou, for everything you do. So.
Oh, thank you, and
don't
thank
want
you
to take
for
up
being
everybody else's time, but
no. Thank you for being part of this community and this family. Like, you're the perfect final caller because you embody everything that we talk about in terms of that and what we all mean to each other and the importance of us being here, sort of with each other and for each
Sticking
other,
together, loving each other.
Yeah. So good. I hope to see you guys in the parks when this is all over. I
hope so. We always look out for you.
And I promise you, as long as it's okay, I'm going to give you an extra handshake and a hug. A little bit longer of a hug probably than a handshake. So.
Thanks, Lou.
All right.
We appreciate you.
All right. Take care.
Okay. Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah, man. It's I have no words. What you individually and you, all of you, have created here and nurtured here is something special. I've never seen this anywhere else, and nothing else like it. And I don't know what the why is, right? I think it's just the way people come into the group. I think the way you attract other people that are, it's not like-minded. And by the way, this group has nothing to do with Disney, right? That's sort of the common thread or one of the common threads that is woven through all of us, but it's more than that. It's a sense of family. It's a value system. It's a belief system. And it's not in terms of what you believe in things. It's just the way we feel about, treating each other just as human beings. So I don't throw the L word around a lot, man, but I love you guys. I love you so very much. And the community that you guys have created is something special. Becky, thank you for helping to make all of this happen. Like, your support and your friendship and your love of me and the show and this community means a lot. And I'm not going to ruin that with a joke because it's true. So I hope to see you guys on our virtual meet of the month on the 29th. I am going to be back again next week. We will we'll do this again next week. We'll see how things have changed or improved. Hopefully I will see you guys for Marvel Day at Sea. Thanks, by the way. We have a lot of new members of the WDW Radio Nation family. I want to tell you that your help and your support and your contributions mean a lot, especially now. All of us are affected by the economy and lost opportunities. This would normally be a really a busy time for me to travel and speak, and literally everything has gotten completely canceled. So your support through the nation means a lot. And if you, just so you know, I have a care package coming. All the stuff is downstairs. It looks like a bomb went off down there. I gotta just wrap that all up and get that out to you guys soon. If you are not part of the Box People group, please, go join the community and conversation at WDWRadio.com/community. If you are new to it, you're in the box, right? And you are one of the Box People because you sort of exist in this online world that we get to enjoy together. I would ask, if you can, don't forget. I know maybe we're not thinking this far ahead, but I'm not even gonna. All I'm gonna ask you to do is this: choose the good. Now more than ever, it's important that we choose the good and we find the good in any way that we can, in anything that we do. You probably heard me talk about it on the show recently, and if so, you know exactly what I mean. There was something else that I wanted to say, and I can't remember exactly what it was. So I'm sure I'll forget as soon as I hang up. I was gonna say, as soon as I hang up the phone. Really, how old are you, Lou Mongello? Thank you guys. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope that this was a distraction for you from everything that's going on. And I mean it when I say that if there's some way that I can help you, please let me know. It's what I am here for. Whoops. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. Not just in a Disney capacity, but interpersonal or professional capacity. Debbie's saying, can we talk about the virtual event on Zoom? So yeah, so the virtual meet a month, if you go to www.radio.com/events, you can find out exactly where and how to register for it. It's different than this. It's a different piece of software. It's free. It's called zoom.us. You'll be able to go in, and all of our webcams will be up sort of in a grid. We have a lot of people registered so far. If for some reason the room goes to capacity, I'm going to try and see if I can broadcast it on Facebook as well and kind of watch the conversations on both. I've never done it this way before. I use this for my coaching calls and one-on-one calls and WDW Radio Nation calls. We do those every month. This will be the first time they do it on a on this sort of scale. Iggy Torres, man, I see you, brother. I want to say we have to go to Dunkin' Donuts, but we can't. Maybe we'll just sit in our cars and just share a coffee. I've been seeing the stuff that you've been doing from the parks the last few days, and I have not forgotten about you, man. It's, life is crazy. So, but yeah, so hope to see you there. Martin Shergold, I didn't get a chance to see you when you popped in all the way in the UK. I hope things are good for you there as well, and you and your family are staying safe as well. I still forgot what I was going to say. So yeah, so just go to the events page and you will be able to find out more. And again, if I missed your call, if I missed your question, we'll do this again next week. Or just shoot me an email or a message on Facebook. Again, helping to spread the word is super important right now. Now is a time where people are looking to get some of this Disney magic to them at home, or if they're at work, or if they're alone somewhere. So if you can help spread the word by subscribing to the show and you're really doing a great job, Lou. By subscribing to the show, sharing it out with them. So pick your favorite episode, whether it's this week's or a past one, share it on your Facebook profile or on Twitter, or email it to somebody, and more importantly, invite them to be part of this incredible community that you guys have built. I am honored, I am proud, I am grateful, and I am humbled by the fact that you are here. I mean that sincerely from the bottom of my heart. And if there is some way that I could help you, through this time or any time, please let me know. I have to play this song going out because it for some reason it just keeps on resonating in my head. We Go On meant something for Illuminations. It meant something probably to us individually, and I think now more than ever, we need to go on, and we will go on, and life will go on. We will go on individually. We will go on together as a community, and I want you to know that I will continue to do what I do as long as you will allow me to share it with you. So I love you. Thank you. Stay safe. Thank you.
Circles around the sun.